Even in park kickabouts where jumpers were used as goalposts, it was obvious that the shy, diminutive winger wearing his favourite Manchester United jersey stood out. Adrian Doherty really caught the eye.
As a player, he was electric. His speed off the mark was frightening, really.
The Foyle Cup. Many of the youngsters here dream of signing for a top Premiership club. Adrian Doherty managed to achieve that dream.
For the Arsenal and when he came back, Pat Rice, who's a coach over there, we used to rung me down all the time. Obviously he was mad keen to sign him. Forrest was the same.
Jimmy Doherty had played for Derry City, but his son, who had spent hours practising in the back garden in Strabane, soon found himself on his way to Old Trafford for a trial. Afterwards, the phone rang.
Alex Ferguson rang me at home, and he said that he'd like to talk to us because he's really keen to sign Adrian. And the reason, he said, was because he said himself and Archie Knox, when they bring young lads on trials, they have like a checklist. And he said Adrian was the only person to ever ticked all the boxes. So he said that normally we bring people in and coach them in their weak points, but with Adrian we felt we wouldn't have to do that. So that was a big compliment.
In this rare footage, Adrian Doherty played for a Derry Select side that inflicted a first defeat on Dublin side Home Farm in over 60 matches. He scored both goals, impressing the crowd who were there to see a friendly between Derry City and Nottingham Forest. Signing for Manchester United was the ultimate for a teenager who was also wanted by Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. It also brings pressure too.
Well, Manchester United signed the best. They've always signed the best. So at that sort of age group, 15, 16, 17, he is amongst the best, the very best in Europe. That's just the way that it is. You look at it like that, and sometimes you can make bold statements, but that's what it would have been. Again, United don't sign poor players. They sign the best because they want to attain the best, and the players then have got to get better with the better players that's at the football club themselves. So of course you're putting him on that sort of level, and that is the career that essentially he could have had.
Adrian Doherty played for the Northern Ireland schoolboys against Brazil at Windsor Park. Alongside him on the subs bench that night was a man who would go on to manage at the highest level.
Adrian was a fantastic player. He was a young player that I'd heard about. And then I played with him when I played up in Derry at Murfield's club. And then we went on to play together in the international team. And he was an incredible football player. He's from a really good family, good people. And no, I don't think I'd ever forget Adrian. I shared a room with him when we used to travel whenever we played in the Northern Ireland under-16 team. We shared a room together, and now he was intelligent and, as I said, a wonderful young player who had the whole career in front of him.
So, how good was Adrian Doherty? To get an indication, it's best to talk to those who played with him. So I've come to the United training facility here in Carrington, outside Manchester, to talk to a young lad who played on the other wing, a certain Ryan Giggs.
I would play on the left, he would play on the right, and we were quite similar in regards to we like to beat people. But probably the thing that sticks out was his bravery. He wasn't big like me, he was quite skinny. Small frame, but he would just take the ball, and it didn't matter if it was centre-halves going through the back of him or tackling him and fouling him. He would just get up and just demand the ball again. He was a brilliant talent, and it was a pleasure to play with him at that time, because he was one of them players where you just watch him do something in training and you just you end up smiling to yourself because you can't believe what you've just seen.